Graham, obviously kind of a Penske party in qualifying, as you alluded to in your post-qualifying quote, but you guys got in there, as did Scott Dixon, to break it up a little bit. How did your session go, and how do you think that might translate into tomorrow's race?
Well, I mean, we got all of it. We got all of it. I don't know, obviously they got something going here that we don't. I think it's just more of a balance thing, actually, than I do, straight line speed or something else like that, because I follow power there. I felt fairly close, speed-wise, down the straights to him, but, we've done a great job, I think, with our team to overcome a lot of stuff this weekend. We didn't test here, so, we've tried a lot of things, up, down, all over the place. Spring rates, half the spring rate. I mean, everything, more than I can remember in a long time. And the car's not really responding, to it. So it is what it is. Now we just got to drive it and try to find some speed. And, worked out there in qualifying a little bit. And, hopefully tomorrow we can have a good race. We strategically, obviously, did not use the reds there in round 3 because I didn't want to. I wanted to. As I try to be normally pretty race-minded, and I just really wanted to put myself in the best spot possible for tomorrow. So the Penske's, a couple of them had new reds left. Obviously, we didn't have that luxury, so we just decided to keep them with as few laps on them as possible. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Go out there and take the challenge to them, as will Dixie, and we'll see what happens.
How physically demanding is a course like this that's very long, very different than some of the other road and street courses that we race on in terms of bumpiness and some of the longer straights, but how much does it take out of you during a session like this?
Well, it's just very high commitment. And so, for me, where I've been holding my breath a lot this weekend, I've struggled with a really loose race car. And so when you're in that sort of condition, it gets your heart rate elevated pretty quick because if it goes wrong, it's going to happen in a hurry. So, it's really just trying to manage that. Physically, it's nice to, at the long straights, to be able to stretch the old hands out and let them breathe a little bit. So from that perspective, it's not bad. But it certainly gets your heart racing around this place. It's fast. It's very, as I said, very high commitment, and a lot of fun. So, tomorrow, hopefully the weather will be perfect like it looks, and we'll be good to go.
Questions for Graham? Dave.
Graham, you mentioned saving the reds. How much of an advantage are the reds, and for how long? Are they that fast through the stint? Well,
for me, I would say that typically the reds are very consistent. So I'm going to go with that. I don't normally get the tired egg that other guys do. So I'm just going to hope that that's the case for me tomorrow. And that's why I didn't want to run them. Because with as loose as my race car is, I'm concerned we're not really going to be able to fix that overnight. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can get it better overnight. But we've spent 2 days of all over the place on setup and haven't put a ding in it. So, I feel like the reds are much better for me. The prime compound here this weekend is fairly different than last year, and the reds are the same compound as last year. So, or so I'm told. So for me, the reds were really strong last year in the race, so I wanted to keep them. I think they'll be consistent.
How much faster are they?
For me, a lot. I think it's a couple seconds a lap for me. Probably. At least second and a half, just in, just purely in just comfort. I ran the blacks there. Those blacks there were like 8 or 9 laps old. Qualifying laps, couple heat cycles. I was hanging on for dear life. So see how it goes.